EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Okay, ready?
He'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Big Lion.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bucs 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Come on, come on. Hit. Press on, Reed. Go, Reed. Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, contact, check, contact.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
65 cat, 65 cat. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he's got some space here. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Check pass. Check pass.
Hands it off out of the gun. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Big yardage that time for Washington. 45 yards.
That's good for Washington. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to the portal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go, check, go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Get up. Viking 18. Ready,
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Trap alert.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Still fighting. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brooks. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. A 3rd down gain of 19. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Brooks. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brooks now on 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Brooks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Brooks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Brooks. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are back within a score. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Go, Reed. Go. 60 boxes.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Here we go, set!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Check smash, check smash. Ready, ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Bust through the tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, break. Ready.
Back to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. first kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This to Laporta, right side.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He finds his target. It's Evans.
And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
Have the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Now Brooks to throw.
Gonna throw on 3rd and goal.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.